If you've been arrested for a first-time DUI in California, you're probably losing sleep over one question. Can I still drive? The good news, in most cases, yes. But there are two completely separate systems deciding that, and they don't talk to each other. I'm going to walk you through both, the three restricted license options you actually have, what they cost, how long they last, and one scenario that wipes all of those options off the table. Quick gut check before we go further. Did you refuse the breath or blood test? If so, this video doesn't apply to you yet. If you refuse the post-arrest chemical test, the DMV automatically imposes a longer suspension, and you are not eligible for any restricted license, including an IID restricted license, for that entire suspension period. No work restriction, no IID option, none of it. If that's your situation, stop here and call my office directly, because your path forward looks completely different. Everyone else, keep watching. Here's the part almost nobody explains clearly. A DUI arrest triggers two independent cases running on parallel tracks. Track 1 is the DMV's administrative per se action. Civil, automatic, starts the moment you're arrested. Track 2 is the criminal court case, the actual DUI charge, prosecuted by the DA. You can win one and lose the other. You can get restricted driving privileges from the DMV side weeks before your court case even resolves. This is exactly why coordinating both tracks with one strategy matters, and exactly the kind of thing that gets botched when people try to handle the DMV hearing alone. Let's start with the standard no IID option. This requires a 30-day hard suspension first. 30 days where you cannot drive at all, period. After that, you can drive to and from work while performing work duties and to and from your court-ordered DUI program. That's it. Grocery run doesn't count. Picking up your kid from soccer doesn't count. Now, the IID restriction on the DMV side. This is the one most people choose because it skips the 30-day dead zone entirely. Install the device, and you can often be back on the road almost immediately. Driving anywhere, anytime, no destination restrictions. The trade-off is the box on your dashboard you have to blow into every time you start the car. Here's where the two tracks intersect. If you're convicted in criminal court, the court can order an IID as a condition of your sentence, separate from whatever the DMV already decided. Typically, that's 6 months, sometimes stretching toward 9. Depending on how your case is handled. And just like the DMV side IID restriction, this gives you the same broad privilege. Drive anywhere, anytime, no destination limits, as long as the device is installed and functioning. Now, a piece almost nobody explains, and it matters if you drive a company vehicle. The DMV allows you to drive an employer's vehicle during the scope of employment without an IID, provided you complete a notice to employers form and keep a copy with you or in the vehicle. But that exemption does not extend to vehicles you personally own. So if you drive a delivery van for work, but your own car sits in the driveway, work vehicle, exempt, personal vehicle, IID required. Try to apply the work exemption to your own car, and you've just created a brand new violation. Let's talk money, because this is where people get blindsided. Installation typically runs $75 to $150, plus a monthly lease of $70 to $100 for as long as the requirement lasts. Over a typical 6-month period, total IID costs often exceed $1,000. And that's before SR22 insurance, which is required on top of all of this, no matter which restriction you choose. As for duration, on a first offense with no injury, you're generally looking at 6 months of IID installation to drive without restriction, though depending on how your specific case resolves, that window can run anywhere from 4 to 12 months. 2 systems, 3 restriction paths, 1 disqualifying mistake, and a cost difference that adds up fast. All of it hinges on decisions made in the first 10 days after your arrest. That's not a coincidence. That's the DMV's clock. If you want to know which option actually fits your situation, that's a conversation worth having before you pick a lane.